Simmons, and this is my presentation on Blanning's turtle overwintering sites. Blanning's turtles are a species of turtle that is found across the North Country. They have a yellow throat and a high domed shell, and they're about 12 inches long. They're a threatened species in New York State, and when protecting a threatened species, it's important to know what habitats they're using and when and why they're using them. So for my project, I wanted to look at Blanning's turtle overwintering sites. So I found a few studies that look at this, and one found that some characteristics of the sites were that they had free water depth between 7 and 50 centimeters and a temperature of around 0 degrees Celsius. Another study in Nova Scotia found Blanning's turtles overwintering communally. So for my project, I wanted to look at water temperature, ice depth, and water depth, and I also wanted to insert a camera under the ice to see if they were overwintering as a group or not. So my two sites are Upper and Lower Lakes Wildlife Management Area, which is owned by the state, and Rutherford Bog. And these sites are used for a long-term study being done by SUNY Potsdam and the DEC. So the turtles that I tracked had videos on them from previous years of summer research. So I tracked these turtles 3 times during February of 2020, and every time I tracked them, I'd identify the location of the turtle, drill a hole in the ice with an auger, and take temperature, water depth, ice depth, and insert a camera. I used a GoPro and a plumbing scope to try to visualize turtles under the ice. So what I found were I was able to track 3 turtles at Upper and Lower Lakes and 4 turtles at Rutherford Bog position. And at Upper and Lower Lakes, I found all of them overwintering under or and around woody vegetation along the edges of an open water area. And in Rutherford Bog, I found 3 of them overwintering within about 10 meters of each other under woody hummocks of vegetation near a deep root pool and channel. And the 4th one that I identified at Rutherford was under a similar woody hummock a bit north of the other 3. So for all of them except one at Rutherford, I was able to get to ice within 1 meter of the turtle and collect data. One at Rutherford was under a large segment of woody vegetation. So what I found was that statistically the differences between water depth were the only thing significant about the difference in between the 2 sites. I did take sample sites, but due to those being done incorrectly, I could not use that data. So I couldn't actually find out anything about the sites, the characteristics of the overwintering sites themselves. But I did find that the difference between the 2 sites was only significant in depth. It was not significant in ice thickness or temperature, which makes sense because Rutherford has a lot less variation in depth than Upper and Lower does. So it makes sense that they're overwintering in different depths. So I looked at Acknowledge SUNY Potsdam and the students and other people that helped with fieldwork, and I'd like to acknowledge Tribeta Research Award and the Fredrick Kilmer Research Award for funding, and also I'd like to acknowledge the landowners that let us track. Bye.